Mhm. So, good day, everybody. For today's discussion, we will focus on how business use information and business intelligence solution to evaluate their performance. But before we start, let me ask you a question. No, pero ako pa din sasagot, of course. So, my question is, if a business has a lot of data, does it mean ba na automatically na successful sila as a company, business, or organization? So the answer is no, no. So having data is only the first step. The important part is how businesses analyze and apply that information to make better decisions. No? So as a future information systems professionals, yung role nyo is hindi lang basta gumawa ng system na pwedeng ma-store yung data, no? Yung role nyo is also to help organizations understand ano ba yung data and paano ba nila gagamitin yung data for improvement, no? So, that is our topic for today, no? Wherein we will about applying information and business intelligence solution. But please allow me to read no yung learning objectives natin for today. So at the end of the discussion, students should be able to first explain the role of information, business intelligence, ETL processes in transforming business data into meaningful insights for decision making. So, wala na pala to. Okay. So, second is we have to identify and analyze key performance indicators, key results areas, and balance scorecard perspective in evaluating and improving business performance. And then the last objectives is you have to design a basic BI performance framework by applying dashboards, data access processes, and performance metrics to support organizational planning and strategic decisions. So, yeah, no? So, let's proceed dito sa ating first part na ating lesson, which is the applying information. But let us first define applying information. No, so when we say applying information, meaning it is it has or it refers to you are using yung mga process data and insights to improve business decision strategies and performance. Meaning, yung mga businesses daw, hindi lang dapat sila nagko-collect ng information para lang magkaroon sila ng records, no? So, they collect information because they want answers, no? So, for example, what products are selling the most, what are customers living, why are customers leaving, which department is performing well, where are costs increasing, or what improvements should management make. So say for example here I have here no let us look at the example from the module. So sabi dito, imagine na meron tayong retail company, no, na kung saan ito yung raw data, no. So dated na June 1, June 2, and June 3, and the product are all laptops, no. So by June 1, yung sold nila ay 10, June 2, 15, and June 3 ay 20. So at this stage, hindi lang siya basta data, no? So we know that the dates and the quantity sold, but we still need to understand ano ba yung ibig sabihin nung data na yan, no? So after the analysis, we get the information that um, the laptop sales increased by 50% in 3 days, no? So now this becomes useful because management can make a decision. The business may decide, since yung laptop sales are increasing, we are able to increase, no, yung laptop inventory dapat, no? So the management decides to increase the laptop inventory. So um one important purpose of information is, of course, we have to know ano ba ibig sabihin or ano ba yung importance ng applying information, no? So sabi din dito, no, na the first importance niya is better decision making. Lagi ko naman sinasabi sa inyo yan sa mga previous lessons natin, no, na without informations, decisions are based on assumptions, no? Um, wala lang. Kumbaga, parang feeling ko lang or um, eto yung nakikita ko, eto yung gusto niya eh, no? So, hindi pwedeng based lang tayo sa assumption, no? So, sabi dito, instead of saying, I think customers prefer product A, no? Hindi pwedeng ganon, no? The business can say, sales reports show product A has 70% higher demand, no? Ibig sabihin, the second statement is stronger because it supported data, no? Hindi lang basta assumption. Next, importance is yung improving business performance, no? So, information also helps business identify yung mga weak areas, yung mga strong areas, ano ba yung opportunities, and ano ba yung risk. No? Say for example, if yung sales are increasing, the company should know, no, ano ba yung effective na strategy, no, na ginagawa nila, no. So, yun yung importance no, improving business performance, no. And then the next one is strategic planning. Information is also important when creating future plans. No? Say, for example, from this module, a university analyzes enrollment data and discovers increasing demand for IT programs. So, because of this information, yung institution may create more technology-related courses. So, yung decision is not random or not based on assumption, no? It is based on information, no? So, sa madaling salita, no, we are not dapat na nagbe-base lang sa feelings natin or sa assumption, no? Dapat more on information tayo nagbe-base. Kumbaga may evidence, may concrete na evidence na may supporting details kung bakit tayo nag-come up sa ganun. Okay? So let's talk naman about business intelligence solution. No? So according dito sa module natin, business intelligence is about transforming business data into meaningful insights. No? So ang goal ng business intelligence is to help organization understand their performance and make better decisions. So instead na manual nilang chine-check yung thousands of records, no? Um, yung business intelligence solutions will help, no? Maipresent sa kanila yung information in a way that yung managers can easily understand yung mga information o yung mga data na meron siya, no? So, katulad nito, nakikita nyo, sales data, sales database. This is yung mga raw data na nako-collect natin no, from various sources. Say for example, sales transaction, customers, products, dates, and etc. No? So, yung mga data na um, meron tayo is next niyan is ina-analyze na siya ng business intelligent solution, no, na meron tayo. So dito, ina-analyze niya yung data wherein nakikita niyo yung patterns, yung trends, or kaya yung insights or yung behavior no nung data na meron tayo. And then after analysis, ito na yung tinatawag nating sales trends report wherein dito um maipe-present na natin siya in easy way to understand no ng mga user or ng mga taong magbabasa nun. Okay? So after mai-present, of course, ito na yung decision making. No? So the managers use the insights, of course, to make informed and um, to strategize. No? So after the strategy or after na magkaroon ng informed decision, ito na yung pinaka last steps no sa business intelligence wherein um you can increase yung mga marketing campaign no. Sabi dito, the decision leads to actions that drive business growth and improve performance. So ang goal natin is gamitan natin yung data o yung mga insights no para um makagawa tayo ng decision, mapa-improve natin yung performance sa loob ng business natin para ma-achieve natin kung ano yung goal ng business. Okay? And then, let's talk naman yung components of business intelligence. Okay? So these are the components of business intelligence. The first one is we have here data sources, no? Alam ko na discuss ko na rin sa inyo to before, wherein ano ba ibig sabihin ng data sources? Ito yung kung saan nagmumula yung mga information. Say for example, pwede sa database, pwede sa ERP, sa CRM, sa websites, o kaya sa mga mobile applications. Okay? And then after nyan, mapupunta siya sa data warehouse wherein ayun yung storage, no, kung saan it can handle sa various large of data, no. Say for example, yung company merong sales database, merong employee database, merong customer database. So lahat yan is integrate nilagay sa isang data warehouse, no. And after ng data warehouse, ito na yung analytics wherein katulad lang dito sa taas, i-analyze natin siya for us to be able to find no yung mga hidden patterns or yung mga valuable information na pwede nating magamit dito sa visualization no wherein sa visualization pinapresent na natin yung mga information through dashboard, charts, graphs, reports no. So instead of reading thousands of sales records, yung managers is ganito lang yung makikita niya: monthly sales dashboard, revenue growth chart, o kaya yung mga customer complaints report. Okay? So, the next part is let's talk about key performance indicators. No? Sabi dyan, a KPI is a measurable values used to evaluate whether an organization is achieving its objective. Say for example, no, um, yung KPI is like a scoreboard, no? For example, sa basketball, no? Meron tayong scoreboard doon. So, yung scoreboard na yon is measurable siya, no? Wherein, makikita natin if yung laro ba or yung manok ba natin, yung katimba natin, are they winning or are they losing, no? So, nakikita natin. So, yun yung pwede nating ma-connect, no? Dito sa KPI, no? So, another um examples or examples of business KPIs, no? So we have here financial KPIs wherein ang financial KPIs is focus siya on money-related performance. Say for example, revenue growth, profit margin, return on investment, cost reductions, no? So the question being answered is the business financially successful, no? It's more on, sabi ko nga natin, 'di ba? It's more on money related, no? So financially ba siya successful? Okay? And then the second one is customer KPIs. This focus naman on customer satisfaction. Say for example, customer satisfaction score, customer retention rate, or number of complaints, no? So, ang question naman dito na or ang question naman here is, are customers satisfied with our products or services, no? So, mas focus siya sa side or sa end ng customer. Next is operational KPIs. This part naman measures how effective internal processes are, no? Say for example, sa loob ba ng company or sa loob ba ng business ng organization, meron tayong tinatawag na mga processing time, 'di ba? Mga productivity rate or kaya yung mga error rate, no? So yung question naman dito is um yung business ba natin is nag-ooperate siya efficiently, no? Ganun. Next is let's talk about employee KPIs, no? So this measures naman yung mga employee performance, okay? Wherein for example, yung mga employee productivity, mga training completion rate, mga attendance ng mga employee, no? So the question here naman is yung employees ba ay natutulungan ba nila yung business na ma-achieve yung goals or hindi, no? Kasi minsan kaya hindi na-achieve ng business yung goals nila is because may problema din dun sa mga employees, no? So, here, we have to measure din yung value, no, nila or yung KPIs nila, okay? So, let us use the example from the module here. A restaurant no, wants to improve performance. Ang goal niya is to increase customer satisfaction. So, to measure this goal, of course, the business uses yung mga KPI na meron tayo. For example, kailangan yung customer rate nila, meron silang 4.5 out of 5, no? Yung waiting time, less than 10 minutes. Yung complaints, reduced by 20%, no? So, these KPIs help management know if nag improve ba or yung improvements ba nila ay nagiging successful or hindi, no? So, yan, no? And then, the next part naman is um, balance scorecard, no? So, now we discuss balance scorecard. Sometimes, yung mga businesses kasi only focus lang, di ba, sa mga financial results, no? So, for example, um, magkano kinita natin, sobrang liit naman nito, or ang laki naman nito, no? But balance scorecard asks a deeper question, no? How how did we achieve that result and how can we improve? Okay? So, the balance scorecard evaluates performance using four perspective here. No? So the number one perspective is what we call the financial perspective, wherein this focuses on financial success and stability. So the question here is, how do we look to shareholders? So for example, nakafocus siya sa tubo, no, sa profitability, sa revenue, sa cost control, no. Say for example, nag-increase tayo ng nag-increase yung tubo natin ng 15%, tapos nabawasan yung expenses natin ng 10%, no. So, pasok siya, no, dito sa perspective ng balanced scorecard na tinatawag nating financial perspective kasi nga we are measuring the financial success. No? Financial success yung pinag-uusapan natin. Okay? The next one naman is yung customer perspective. So, this focuses naman on customer needs and satisfaction. So, the question here is, how do customers see us? Okay? So, naka-focus siya more on customer satisfaction, customer loyalty, service quality. Say for example, improve ang KPI natin is dapat tumaas pa yung customer ratings natin. Say for example, kung dati meron tayong customer ratings na 4.5. So, kailangan by the end of this month, kailangan at least maka 4.7 man lang yon, no? So, kailangan tumaas siya, no? And then, of course, kailangan ma ma-increase din natin or mapalago din natin yung mga customers na bumabalik sa atin, no? So, yun yung customer's perspective. Okay? And then, um, the next one here is we have what we call the internal business process perspective. Ibig sabihin naman, it has something to do with improving company operation, no, sa loob ng business, no, internal nga eh. Okay? So, ang question naman here is, what processes must we improve sa loob? No? So, ang focus niya is more on efficiency, quality, how we'll be able to reduce yung errors, no? And then, of course, it talks then sa productivity. So, for example here is, ang KPI niya is, mabawasan natin yung delivery time, no? So, kung dati 20 minutes nakaka-arrive yung, for example, sa Grab, no? Kung 20 minutes dati nakaka-arrive, ngayon dapat 15 minutes o dapat next month 5 minutes na gano'n, no? So, ito yung perspective when it comes sa internal business process. Okay? And then, the next part or the last perspective we have is learning and growth perspective, wherein dito naman, this focuses on preparing the organization for um, mm, future improvement, no? So, hindi lang basta yung service or yung product yung i-improve natin, but we have to develop din yung mga employees, pag-improve din ng technology, no? And ma-encourage natin yung um, business, no, to adapt yung innovation na tinatawag natin to support yung future success. Okay? So the question here is, how can we continue improving? No, kasi sabi nga nila, 'di ba, kapag nag-success ka sa isang bagay, favorite ko kasi 'yan eh. Sabi sa akin ng father ko before, kapagka naging successful ka sa isang bagay, huwag kang manatili lang dun. Magpahinga ka konti, tapos mag-aim ka ulit ng another success, 'no? So, ganun naman talaga. Hindi puwedeng naka-standby ka lang kapag nag-success ka, 'no? So, ang focus naman dito, para sa growth and learning perspective is, of course, yung mga employee, yung technology, yung innovation, 'no? For example, ang KPI niya is employee training hours, no? Or kaya yung new system implementation. Yan, no? Yan. Okay? Next is let's talk about BI portal components, no? So, what is a BI portal? So, sabi dito, a BI portal is a platform where users access business information, reports, and dashboards. So, it is like a business control center. No? So, it is a platform where um, users nga can access yung mga information, reports, or dashboard no sa isang business or sa isang company. Okay? So instead na um tingnan natin yung iba't ibang sources no ng information, yung mga managers can use only one platform to monitor yung mga business performance, no? Say, for example, ito, we have also here components of PI portal. So, another definition here. BI portal provides users with the right information at the right time in the right format to support better decision making. So we have five portals or components here, no? The first one is yung dashboard. Yan. Sa dashboard, it displays yung mga important information visually. Say for example, ito yung dashboard ng CEO. So, ito lang yung makikita ng CEO, yung total sales, no, last month. Yan, may KPI na siya. 12.5% yung tinaas, no? Yung profit, ayan, may KPI na rin siya. Customer satisfaction, naging 4.6 out of 5. And then yung employee performance, no? So, next naman is yung tinatawag nating reports, wherein sa reports, ito naman yung detailed presentation ng information unlike that ng dashboard. So, for example, monthly sales report, employee performance report. Yan. Kita nyo dyan. Yan. So, reports provide in-depth analysis and support data-driven decisions. Okay? And then, the next components is yung data visualizations. Wait lang, nawala tayo. Wherein sa data visualizations naman, it uses yung mga graphs, charts, maps, and indicators, no? So, ginagawa neto yung mga complex na information o yung malalawak na information na hindi natin maintindihan sa isang tinginan lang is ginagawa ng maging AC lang, no, na maintindihan natin. So, for example, sales trend monthly. So, instead na tingnan mo yung monthly iba't ibang files, iba't ibang data information, no? Malilito ka. So, dito, pinapadali na lang na, no? Example, the sales trend, sales by category, sales by region. Okay? And then, the next components naman, we have alerts and notification, wherein, dito, ini-inform niya yung mga gumagamit about yung mga important events, no? Say, for example, inventory level is below minimum stock. No, yan, may time na rin, 10:30 a.m. Yan. So, other example, if yung CPU usage daw is mas mataas na siyang nagagamit, no? So, nadedetect din niya sales target achieved for this month. Yan. Okay? So, alert help users take timely actions and avoid potential issues. So, para alam natin yung dapat nating i-priority. Okay? Next is we have or the last components ng BI portal is yung user access management, wherein dito it refers to sino yung pwedeng mag-view ng information or kaya sino yung pwedeng mag-modify, mag-update, mag-change ng mga reports. Say for example, si employee, siya yung employee see their department data, no? Siya lang yung pwedeng, I mean, ang pwede lang niyang makita, no, sa dashboard is view only lang, no? Yeah. And then, si managers naman is pwede niyang makita yung lahat ng data, no, sa iba't ibang branch. Si employee, doon lang sa department nila, no? So, it ensures the right people have the right access to the right information. Okay? So, together, these components help organization monitor performance, discover insights, and make better business decisions. So, in summary, for the students, again, when you say information, it helps businesses understand situation, BI solution, it converts data into useful insight. Yung KPI naman, minimeasure niya yung pinaka-performance. And then yung balance scorecard, no, it evaluates business, no, with the help ng for perspective, no. And then when we say KRA naman, it identifies areas that need focus. Okay? Yung BI naman, it provides access to reports and dashboard. While yung wala na to. Wala na yung ETL. So for the um sabi din dito, no, a successful information system is not only about storing data. It is about helping organization make smarter decisions. Okay? So, yun lang for today.